Week 5 of the NFL kicks off with Thursday night football between the LA Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. We go ahead and break down the game for you, give you our best bet of the night, and it all starts right now. Hey guys, it's Matt from GrandstandBettors.com. It's the start of week number 5 in the NFL. Before we get to our free pick for the Thursday night football game, just a reminder, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're new to Grandstand Bettors so you don't miss any of our free picks or free predictions all season long. While you're at it, smash that like button if you like winners. We are 6-2 on our primetime games on our free picks, coming off that Monday night winner with the Chargers -3. But without further ado, let's dive in to Thursday night football between the Rams and the Seahawks. The spread for this game opened up at 1.5. It's now at 2.5 in favor of the visiting Rams, and the over-under is set at 54.5. The Rams, they come into this game 3-1 after suffering their first loss last week to the Arizona Cardinals. Goff threw an interception early in that game. That led to an easy 7 points for the Cardinals. Their offense had a fumble, they had turnover on downs, and a missed field goal. Their defense, though, they did not help out. They gave up 37 points to the Cardinals. Cardinals look like a legit team, by the way. They definitely didn't look like the same team in week 3 that they did against the Buccaneers. But listen, every team has their bad week. The Rams still very talented on both sides of the ball and is going to be looking to bounce back here against the Seahawks this week. Offensively, Matthew Stafford has fit well into his new system, much better than Jared Goff with the Lions. So Stafford's thrown for over 1,200 yards this season already and 11 touchdowns. Cooper Kupp has been his go-to receiver so far, but he's got several options in Jefferson, Robert Woods, Deshaun Jackson, and tight end Tyler Higbee, who have all over 100 yards receiving this season. They rank 6th in points per game with 28 per game and 4th in passing yards per game for the season. Seattle has shown little or no improvement in their secondary this season compared to last. They rank in the bottom 5th in the league, and they give up almost 300 yards passing a game. Stafford could have a huge field day with them if Seattle starts dropping, though, many guys in coverage to counteract for that. Sean McVay, they're not going to hesitate. They're just going to hand the ball off to Darrell Henderson, and he's going to have another probably good day against the Seahawks. The Seahawks' run defense is last in the league. So, Seahawks defense, pick your poison what you want to deal with, passing or running on this Thursday night. Speaking of the Seahawks, though, they're 2-2 on the season with wins against Colts in week 1 and the 49ers last week. Their defense, as we mentioned, is just the weak spot of their team. The shorter their offense stays on the field, the harder the game is going to be for the Seattle Seahawks. They essentially have to outscore their opponents to win games this season. Their offense has a big task in front of them, though, as well, against a very good Rams defense. Don't let last week fool you guys. The Rams have a very good defense. The Cardinals may just be that much better than these teams. It's early on in the season, but the Cardinals and Murray look fantastic. The Seahawks have a much weaker offensive line. Russell Wilson, although he can run the ball well, he's not as elusive as Murray from last week. So they do have a strong wide receiver group that Wilson will throw to with Lockett, Metcalf, and Swain. But the Rams have a solid secondary, one that proved they can stick with the best of them in the NFC playoff game from last year. Their defensive line, the Rams, Aaron Darnold leads them, will probably have a very easy time getting to Wilson, and it's going to be tough for the Seahawks to run behind Chris Carson to even try to get things going. The Rams' stat line is a little skewed. If you're looking at their run defense, it's kind of deceiving because of last week and what Kyler Murray did to them in that game. But against the running backs they faced this season before that week, they faced Montgomery, Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette. They've only given up 57 yards per game outside of last week's game. So still a very good run defense there with Darnold and company. The Rams in this game, they seriously outweigh the Seahawks in almost every defensive category. The Rams are going to put up points behind Stafford and the bad Seahawks defense on running and passing. So the only way the Seahawks could really win this game we see is if they outscore them. And with a Rams defense that was embarrassed last week, and which was really an anomaly. We think that they're going to bounce back and create a very long night for Wilson. So our Thursday night football pick, our free pick, trying to go 7-2 on the primetime games this season. We're going to take the Rams minus 2.5 over the Seahawks. That's it for us here at Grandstand Bettors. Don't forget, remember, we're doing a live stream and live betting watch along for this game. Feel free to join us on Thursday at 8:15 Eastern here on YouTube. We went 1-0 Monday on our live betting picks, so we look to have another good, profitable night. But as always, guys, sit back, relax, get ready for NFL week number 5, and we'll see you Thursday night.